Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Frostpunk 2. I just got a notification that one of our things was about to deplete. It was, I think it might have been this one. No? It was called something Crater. Tesla Crater. It was this one. Prefabs remaining 130, but 1 week? No, don't ship it to the old Dreadnought. Oh, you're not prefabs, you're materials. Okay. So we'll leave that for now. Let's check out what the new what have we found at the far edge. Oh, it's the edge of the map. I assume. All right, let's take a look. Reverberating wreck. The scouts came to this particular wreck after hearing tapping on its hull. Descending the decks, they found no living souls, but discovered an automaton still tapping an SOS on the hull after 30 years. The scouts have nicknamed the machine the Tap Dancer. That is a great name. We could either cut the automaton free and send it to New London, or scrap it for its cores. I feel like we don't need the workforce. I think I'd rather have the core and the prefabs. So let's do that. And then check in on thin ice. The warmer water beneath this thinner ice is teeming with fish. Occasionally a walrus can also be seen swimming through the schools looking for prey. So there's a food destination. And then a crashed hulk. A tracked transport lies wedged tightly in a crevasse, rows of resigned faces visible through the windows. The engine at the front is a shredded mess, ash and melted steel scarring the walls of ice where it collided, its precious cores clearly destroyed. Rough. Our scouts plan to knock the transport down into the crevasse's bottom to easily salvage its materials and coal. They could carefully remove and bury the bodies first so they're not crushed in the fall, but that will take more men and time. Oh, we don't even get the option to do that. We get a bunch of coal and a bunch of materials. Let's come back later. We don't really need either currently. And what are we at? 20 people? Man, the map is huge, huh? It's so big. Assuming it goes all the way to where my camera can pan. That's pretty far. There's the valley. What could we do at Winterhome? We can't do Winterhome until the storm has moved on. So let's ignore that for now. Too dangerous to chart at this time. I assume because of the storm. Prefabs and cores? Sounds good. Let's do that one. Alright, into London. Holy. We can see the water again. It was so stormy for a while, I couldn't see anything outside the city. I feel like I should shut this guy off. Or, like, tear it apart. Unless there is a piece of technology that's, like... You can... like, utilize a district that doesn't have food or anything left. You know what this is telling me, though? Is because we can't run a district with like a hothouse that doesn't have a node to work off of, we should probably work on upgrading our hothouse. So let's see here. I think it would be under resources probably. Yeah, I think we should push for advanced hothouses. It's not a problem right now, but it could very well become a problem quite easily in the future. Is this 100 food? 80 food. I think we gotta go for the 100 food output. Just like higher food output is necessary to keep things functioning. Tearing that district apart. I would love to prepare Winterhome for colonization, but right now we don't even have that as an option. Plenty of workforce. That's why I decided to scrap that automaton rather than take it back for workforce, because the workforce just isn't necessary. I should probably think I should take a look at this. There's so many things I need to research. Are there yes, I was gonna say there's gotta be buildings that'll give us more Frostland teams. Yeah, I'd rather go for the Vanguard Logistics Bay because, like, it's okay to use more workforce for 5 more teams. The efficiency is better with this one. 600 for 20 is better than 500 for 15. It's a 25% increase for a 1/6 increase in workforce. It just makes sense to me. So Logistics Bays is a good one. Harvester Hangars, I'm not 100% sure. I guess the point of that one is when you're harvesting a lot of food from out in the wasteland, but we're really focused heavily on like self-sustenance here in New London, so I think it makes less sense to be focusing on those things. Still extracting prefabs. The Fortitude base, I'm still not convinced it's actually useful. It's been disabled. Paused due to turn off. See, there go the pilgrims. they're still being disappeared at an alarming rate. They snatched him up in the night. Oh, it's so messed up. Oh, you're cranky due to guided voting. Does that ever dissipate, or is that a negative buff forever now? I wonder. Extremely decreased by guided voting. Yeah, I wonder if it's got like an expiration date. New building proposed by pilgrims. What was the building proposed? Where? Oh, we're actually off the bottom of the table. You see that? They're actually kind of happy. Oh, what's happening over here now? Oh, still saving. Hold on. What's up? The pilgrims protest. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stewards, the pilgrims have taken to the streets in protest against growing dependence on oil and the generator. What do you mean dependence on the oil? What are you gonna do? Not use oil and freeze? We cannot stand by and let the stalwarts further bind the city to a single point of failure. We kept silent as the whiteout endangered us all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their net descent unknown. They've deployed their tents in the middle of the districts, joining them together and blocking production lines. They also dislike efficiency bonuses, liberated youth, and privatized alcohol production. So we could repeal machine attendance and demolish one act. This makes no sense. Why would you care? You're like, we need to be colder. Further their vision, which is equal pay, trust rises, and then heat stamps is slightly decreased. And then just research city-run alcohol shops. Convince them to stop. This seems impossible. Or ignore it. I think this one is the easiest. This one, I do not like it. I think it pulls us backwards. I think this one is much easier to do. So let's research 2 things for them. Due to poor relations, the pilgrims have begun to protest. They seek to change the direction you're leading the city in. Production is halted in affected districts. That sucks. For every 1,000 of their supporters, they will spread to another one over time. You can negotiate to end the disruptions or quell them with guards. It will be more difficult and more violent the higher the fervor of the protesters. Nullifying their fervor will also prevent them from blocking the district fully, as well as ultimately make the protest collapse on its own. Alright, so they blocked one of our housing districts. Look at these buggers. They've raised the red eye of Sauron. What? Are these people? What's going on down here? Holy hell, it's on fire! Our city. I mean, it's not your city. You don't just get to make decisions on your own. I'm not following anyone down this path. I refuse. Hold on. Okay, we just have to research 2 things. We don't even have to pass them, which is wild. Let's see. Where's equal pay? Work compensation? Research the idea. Have at it. How long will this take? 6 weeks? And then city-run alcohol shops will take like 6 to 12 weeks, depending on how much it costs. We have a housing shortage now because these idiots have blocked the house. It says 8% of the population is pilgrims. That probably means they have 1,000 people. You morons. What does this accomplish? I'm peeved. What did we just unlock? The advanced pump jack? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the... Alright, we haven't done anything at the old Dreadnought in quite a while. Can I simply just upgrade the existing pump jacks? Takes 60 materials. Oh, you guys are at a negative oil now. Does increase squalor, but I think we can counter that with our moss filtration towers. Dude, look at all the prefabs we have. Can I only build one of them at a time? Perhaps. Oh, maybe they don't have enough workforce for all of them. We'll see. 15. Oh, we got some teams back. Can we get to Winterhome yet? Has the storm moved on? The Windward Moor. That is not Winterhome. Is this Winterhome? Oh, I'm all screwed up. My map orientation is off. Here's Winterhome. I was like, where are we? All right, they're working on High Pass. I don't know if we have any zones that only take 15 people. They're all getting pretty high as far as the... This is why I need to get those logistics bays, because we don't have enough people to run some of these smaller things 2 at a time. We could only do 1 at a time just because we have 40, I think. So I guess in the meantime, if you guys... Let's take the cores. Yeah. Let's do that. I was thinking about repairing the automatons, but we don't have any problems with labor. Everybody's cold. Why is the materials surplus rocketed up to the nth degree? What happened? Something shut off? I'm not sure. I wonder if it dropped because, like, the pilgrims aren't working anymore? Although that kind of seems like it doesn't matter because we still have enough workforce. Yeah, 406 people are protesting, so, like, that's fine. I'm confused what happened with our materials here. Let's go check the Dreadnought, make sure that's not what's drawing. No, they haven't even finished the fracturing pump jack. I don't know. Oh, somebody has something to say. Where'd it go? Did you see that? Was that the old Dreadnought? There was totally a thing. It was like on the right-hand side of the screen. Go back like 20 seconds and you'll see. But I definitely did not click on it, so... The High Pass is explored. Let's go check that out. Only one object in the High Pass. Hot Springs Refuge. In the heart of the mountain pass stands an old loading station, likely used to connect Outpost 11 with the distant hot springs. Inside, we found the body of an elderly man who had frozen while waiting for a transport that never arrived. Yeah, we can go ahead and just dismantle this guy. Oh, you can dismantle it and then rebuild the station. I wonder why you would do that. That's interesting. We dismantled it and then we decided to rebuild it. But we have enough people to go exploring now. People, cores, coal, prefabs. Are there any more sources of oil in the game? I doubt it. But we might as well take a look around. Materials, food and cores, people and materials, goods and materials. Nothing. Prefabs is nice. More people. That's really far. You know what? We should be focusing on exploring the stuff that's close to the city. Like, I ignored a lot of these because they were dangerous. But now we should be, like, focusing on expanding out equicentrally, since everything should be relatively safe. New law available. Do I have any new laws I haven't, or any laws I haven't passed yet? Alcohol is banned? Are you kidding me? Crime is increased, but disease is increased. Oh, that's ridiculous. Don't push your beliefs on me, you goons. Nobody's forcing you to drink alcohol. I'm not going to tell other people they can't. All right, let's fire up the production in the deep drill here to counter some of this loss of material that's going on. New law, equal pay, placed on the agenda already. I mean, I'll let you vote on it. I'm not gonna weigh in on this at all. Oh, actually, let's take a look. What is our current law is I don't actually know what our current law is. How do I tell? I want to see what's currently on the books. I'm not sure how I'd look at that without... The only way I know to get in there is to look at, look through the law proposal. Right, so then they want city-run alcohol shops. I have nothing against that. Currently, we already have privatized, which is trust. And then if we do the other one, it's heat stamps income. Either is okay with me. Like, I like the trust. I think it lets us get away with stuff when we otherwise couldn't. Okay, that'll only take 6 weeks too. Okay, so we'll meet the pilgrims' demands relatively easily. We'll let them vote on this. I don't know what our current law does. There has to be a reason I picked the other law over this one, because that was like the choice when I made it once upon a time. So let's just let them vote. It's gonna fail, but that wasn't part of the requirement.
The proposed law has been rejected.
I see. Yeah, that wasn't... I never said I would help you pass it. Here we go. Oh, was that always down there? No, not alcohol. What was it? It was equal pay. Is it society? Goods, scout training, worker shifts. Oh, is it this one maybe? Machine centric? It could be machine centric. Nebulous unformed ideas. Oh, here it is. Efficiency bonuses. Production efficiency is increased versus trust this is why I picked this one, is because there's a negative to this one, and there is no negative to the other one. So that's why I was like, I don't want to lean in. And our heat stamps income has been just fine, so I'm fine ignoring that other law that they proposed. All right, let's go check out the old dreadnought. All right, we're at positive now because of the new advanced pump jack, which is sick. And good news is it's not actually... Oh, it is increasing squalors. So let's go ahead and try to counter that before it causes any problems for us with another moss filtration tower here. And then... So you're at plus 44. You'll be filled in 9 weeks. And then if we go to New London... You'll be filled in 65. But we'll be able to push that extra 40-something to New London once it's, once we've maxed out the old dreadnought here. I kind of wonder if I shouldn't build a hub for the old dreadnought. Don't I already have a hub? What are you? Materials. Oh, you're a materials hub. And then you're a food hub. Okay, so I think a fuel hub is worth doing. I would put it here. Right here actually makes sense. It can act as a buffer between our housing district and our industry district. And then at the same time... Oh, no! We don't have enough workforce. Okay, let's transfer some population from New London, actually. It's been a while since I've done this. People. Send 200. Because I needed 200 people to run the other pump jack. It saves a little bit of our housing problem. Man, the prefabs are going nuts. And we have 20 explorers now. So what's this? Rebuild the station. Requires a trail to the city. Maybe we build a trail. Where's our current trail terminating at? Here? Oh, we can't go through the mountains. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe like so? That seems good. It's not going to take much time or resources. So let's do it that way. Now we only have 10 people. Do we have anything the 10 people could be doing in the middle in the meantime? I guess we'll just take the materials since we're just kind of sitting on it. And you can go above max. You know what? Why not? You can go above your max storage when you bring in a large group of materials like that. Or any resource for that matter. Alright, we've maxed out our goods. We can drop you down by X amount. Yeah, to be a slight negative, because now we're going to have a super high stockpile. So there's no point in having excess of that. And then this guy should be quelled in 4 weeks' time. So why don't we go ahead and fast forward a little bit, get that knocked out. And then check on Winterhome. Are you still inundated by the storm? So get that knocked out fairly shortly here. Trust falls due to ongoing protest. I'm working on it, you buggers. Good grief. I've been going literally as fast as I possibly could. Trust falls. You didn't do what I wanted. You suck. Everybody's all so me. There's no we in this world. Oh boy. I'm just trying to do my best here, man. All right, we have a slight negative on a couple of our resources here. So let's balance this out. We will send 6 extra food. We will send 3 extra goods. Everything's very well balanced now. I'm quite pleased with that. So set that up. And now we will advanced pump. And then we will expand, not Frostpunk, Frostbreak, sorry. Not Frostpunk. That's a different game. Dense housing district. Can you expand even further? Sweet. That'll solve our housing crisis. And then this'll boost our oil production like crazy. We'll have to pay attention to the squalor with this one coming online. We might need to build that other filtration pump. You require 400 people to run. That's wild. I didn't know. Almost done with the idea tree. These two guys are going to come online. Whoa, look at that. And our housing is great. Oh, and the workforce has come back up. Diminishing still. Okay, so the moss tower we built is countering both of the pump jacks that we just installed, so that's great. The dreadnought is in a good position. So the dreadnought should be filled. Well, I guess it'll depend on how with that new stockpile. So they'll be filled in 66 weeks, which is going to be very similar to New London, I believe. Because what is New London filling in? 58, actually. Huh. Okay. We might want to think about building another hub in New London then. But it doesn't look like there's any temperature changes in the nearish future. You have a tutorial? Protest. Oh, I already knew about that. You told me about that. All right. Assigned research increases relations. We got what we wanted. Sure, Josiah. Whatever you say. They will cease their protests soon. Materials surplus is shot back through the roof. I don't know how they affected materials production. That's so confusing. But time to counter that by dropping it a little bit. And then let's get the house district back online. Actually, we have so much materials, we can drop this even further to make this a negative. Because there's no point in having a positive. Other than, I guess, it does maintain... You know what? Let's have a positive of 2. That's such a nice balance. And I'd like to maintain that 77,000, you know, spare food we have, or spare material we have. This stockpile's full, the food surplus. I think we work on the hothouse thing now. We talked about 2 different things, which was the hothouse and then the logistics bays. But I think that advanced hothouse is how I want to focus, considering we're really, really trying to focus on self-reliance rather than reliance on resources from the Frostland. Let's let this resolve. Stop lighting my generator on fire. And they're gone. Only 4 people injured. What the heck? Go home. All right, well, go to the hospital. Get your arms tended to or whatever. I'm going. And then we'll see where we're at. Oh, man, we have 30 housing now. For the city's safety, Steward, the Pilgrims' protest has terrified many in the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the steward's powers, but he couldn't have foreseen this dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leader's authority for the safety of the city. Oh, hell yeah. Several proposals have been suggested that would help us deal with protests. It is up to you to decide if we place them on the agenda. Take me to the council. I don't want to vote on alcohol. What? This isn't what I wanted. This one. Martial law. This is going to be so hard to pass, though. So we already got secret police. All right, I'll look at this next episode. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, and me just sitting here staring at a screen isn't entertaining for anybody. So, for now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Frostpunk 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.